I hope you mean tweeted.
Nope. Texted.
Yeah, how'd you get his number?
TikTok.
Oh, okay.
He gave well, it's probably not his like direct line, but he was like, I'm giving everybody my phone number today. And I was like, oh, neat. I like Cool J. Ladies love Cool James. I'm a fan. I also love my stereo, you know?
Yeah. My mother did say to knock you out.
Yeah, exactly. Everything okay. Not it. We're going to no. Silence your cell phones. Look at that. First thing to pop up, Jarrett. I'm a fan. Yikes. What is that title?
It's Morbin Time, dude. It's like
Get
the
me
Power
out.
Rangers, but with
Get me out. No, I got it. Trust me, I got it. It's Morbin Time. Like the Power Rangers. That's crazy. All right, let's copy this link. Tweet it out to all of our fan. You see what I did there?
Yeah, all of our fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like 254 of them.
Hey,
They might all be Chinese robots, but
you know what, dude?
I'm sure they have feelings too.
I'm sure they do. You know, I'm kind of upset, but we won't get into that right now.
I don't even want to know what you're upset about.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. I don't want to put it's Morbin Time, but I'm gonna. Morbin Time. It's a yikes title.
It's a perfectly good title.
But we're live. Hey, we tweeted. We out here. Going to watch a few Nick Cage movies before Unbearable Weight comes out.
Who said that?
The Maxwell Verse of Madness is a Twitter.
Oh, nice.
At Cinemaxwell, which is actually a really clever. That's a really good name. Good for that guy for having that Twitter handle.
Yeah, for sure.
Randy.
Little Randell.
Did she send me another snap of? Oh, it's puppy snaps. It's a pup.
Hey, let's try to keep it PG. We're live.
Is that Randy? Oh, it is. Paste. It's a Morbin Time. You know what, Jarrett?
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about that name.
You see it's growing on you.
It's not that. It's just that I don't know that I could come up with a name that's any better.
Well, I mean, it's probably just equally as good as the movie. So.
Fair enough. Oh, man. Well, if you are ready, then I am ready. All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Silence Your Cell Phones. It's me, Kevin, the guy that's normally hosting, with the other guy that's normally hosting, and the guy who sits beside me at the movie theaters, Jared Hubbard.
Yeah, even though the guy's been sitting by himself at the movie theater lately. So
yes, that is true. That is true. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I don't go see shitty movies like Morbius. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Just sit there by myself and not have somebody to make fun of it with.
That is normally what we do at bad movies.
Yes.
And honestly, I don't hate watching a bad movie because we do that. Like, that's a thing that we do when we watch bad movies. We'll joke. And I apologize for not being there for you.
Yeah.
While you watch movies like Morbius.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I was there for Space Jam, The 355, Malignant. What was that other movie? There's another bad one, I think. Or was that like the bottom three?
Yeah, Morbius was the fourth worst out of those.
Yeah, I was there for the other 3, but this one I wasn't there for. I apologize.
That's true.
So today we are going to discuss a few things, some stuff that we got coming up. But before that, Jarrett, what did you get into this week?
It was a pretty low key week for me. I saw Morbius. I
Nice.
watched The Blind Side. I those might have been the only 2 movies I got to. I watched Moon Knight, and then I think that was it.
Does Moon Knight, does that release on Wednesdays?
Yeah,
Okay.
it and Halo come out on Wednesdays.
Wait, Halo. That started coming out already?
Yes,
What? When?
like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I haven't watched the 2 newest episodes. I've just seen episode 1. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I watched. I don't think so. It might have just been some like trash television to have background noise.
Nothing wrong with that.
Watched the newest episode of Shield Hero. It came out yesterday.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hold off on Shield Hero until I can like watch like 5 episodes.
Yeah, the first episode was okay. It wasn't like
Yeah,
it wasn't like Demon Slayer or anything. So it's like,
but didn't they end on like the war?
yeah, but
So
still,
like some battle.
Yeah, I just felt like it was boring. But I'm spoiled. I'm a spoiled anime guy.
It'll probably, if I had to guess, it'll probably pick up.
Yeah, it's got to. But yeah, what about you? What'd you get into?
So I also didn't get into a whole lot. I did watch. I don't know if you saw this. They released the Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2 on Netflix. So I got the first one. I plan on watching the second one this week. I watched The Blind Side with you a little bit. Moon Knight, the first episode. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes. I think the Doctor Strange What If is the 4th episode. So I got 4 episodes of that in.
Yeah.
And that's been pretty neat just to see. But I wanted to make sure I got to the Doctor Strange episode before the movie.
Yeah.
Because that's who the bad guy is in the film.
Or at least one of them.
One up. Yeah, it could be a plethora of different people from different universes. Who knows at this point? So, and then I watched some random TV stuff, some disc golf stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I found something on Netflix
that
I really enjoy.
Okay.
They have a trivia like episode thing where it's an interactive trivia.
Okay.
And they ask you questions and you like free. It's based off of a Trivia Crack. Did you ever play the game?
Yeah. Was that the one with the wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got like different categories. Well, in this interactive Netflix show, whatever, you answer questions to free the category characters.
Okay.
And I went 24 for 24 my first 2 episodes, so I'm feeling pretty spicy now in trivia.
And this is on Netflix?
Yes, it's on Netflix and it's awesome and I enjoy it. And what they're going to do is I think they're going to release episodes like regularly. So they have episodes scheduled to release different days. Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And what's this called?
I have to look. Hold on. Let me find it. It is called. Where's my stuff?
Is it called Trivia Quest?
Trivia Quest. Yep.
Oh, yep. It's on my trending now.
So I'm season 1, episode 3 right now.
And is it all movie trivia or is it just like Trivia Crack?
So it's just like Trivia Crack, but they have like main themes. And so the first one is about movies. It's about cinema.
Oh, okay. That's all I care about.
Yeah. So it was pretty
History's cool. For nerds.
Well, yeah, sure. For those of you who don't know, my degree is in history. And if you want an easy way to slide by 4 years of college.
I have a tall Lithuanian that says he calls bullshit on you going 24 for 24.
I went 24 for 24, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man. Those facts. So I love you, Anthony, but for real, being serious.
Seems sus.
24 mystery trivia show.
I remember your GPA. Seems sus.
Okay, my freshman year is an outlier. Let's just get that out the way. I had a rough freshman year, but we dug ourselves out of that hole. It took 3 years, but we did it. So
By dug out, you mean graduated? Yeah, dug out.
hey, I got the same piece of paper everybody else did on graduation day.
Well, not everyone got a piece of paper on graduation.
I did you walk? I didn't. I was on a baseball trip.
No, I did walk. And
did you?
They let everyone walk, but if you didn't actually graduate, you didn't have a piece of paper in your like little folder thing.
Wait, no way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That can't be real.
100%.
Do you know somebody that did?
I do.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that somebody studying education?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, if you didn't have enough credits or if like you just weren't.
I wonder how many people the cultural credits got. Like they had to get.
Dude, the cultural credits, man. What a joke.
That was awful.
But we're here to talk about movies, not why our college wasted 24 hours of our life.
Yeah. I did watch Donnie Darko for a cultural credit though. Wasn't that a thing that we did?
No,
it was at the Alabama Theater.
I think we just went to that.
Oh, I thought we got a cultural credit for it.
Definitely not.
Oh, well.
You think Birmingham Southern be cool enough to let us go to Donnie Darko?
Yeah, maybe not.
That has nothing to do with literally anything those cultural credits ever had to do with.
You can't tell people where we went to college, Jarrett. Then they'll know our approximate location.
Alabama.
You can't put my whole federal out there for everybody to.
I mean, I put my email out there, so it's like,
yeah, that's fair.
I still don't know how to change that. But
well, in other news, there is a lot coming out. Me and Jarrett were just running through the extensive list of movies that are on the way. And so we decided that we were going to take today's episode to discuss what we are looking forward to and what's coming out and what we're going to watch, but maybe won't be as good. So Jarrett, I see you got the Sonic 2 background.
Yes, we got Sonic 2 in the ambulance this weekend.
Yes.
Both of which I'm excited for. The Sonic 2 reviews are about where Sonic 1 was as far as critics and audiences, because I guess tonight was the first night you could actually go see Sonic, which is why we're getting some audience scores.
Right.
It's like a 99%. So I would expect to see that drop to probably 93-ish.
Sure.
Once it's all said and done, because not everyone's going to love it. So I'm excited for that. I played Sonic a lot growing up. I had a Sega, played a lot of Sonic 2. Knuckles was my favorite character. So I'm excited to see him animated. And then
his voice got real deep, didn't it? I saw not my Knuckles.
He didn't talk. Like there was no voice lines in like the original games. Maybe
I thought he might have had
they had a cartoon that he was probably in, but it definitely wasn't Idris Elba.
True.
But also Jim Carrey said he's retiring from acting, so this might be the last movie we get with him.
Really?
In it, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if he was just saying it to make a big stink. He said it during his whole spiel about the Oscars.
Right.
So I don't know if it's lip service or what. And then we have the ambulance coming out, which I'm super excited about because it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Not super excited because it's Michael Bay. And
I think that's reasonable.
He's kind of 50-50.
Yeah, so we were talking about the Sonic ratings earlier, and I think me and you were both of the idea that the first Sonic, which was, I haven't seen it yet. I watched it this week before I watched Sonic 2, but I've heard nothing but good things about.
Yeah.
But me and you were both kind of like, we thought the ratings were similar then as these. So it's probably like, don't be frightened by the by the critic score, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, until I went back and looked at what the Sonic 1 ratings were, I thought it was more of like a hype thing. Like Sonic 1 kind of came out and we didn't know what to expect. And now I thought it was just getting harsher reviewed because the first one was such a commercial success. But
Yeah.
it turns out critics probably didn't like the second one for the same reason they didn't like the first one. Audiences still liked it. I'm sure it'll have a bunch of funny moments, some family film moments, some quirky comedy. But
Apparently, Lauren said that you got regularly whipped in
Lauren
Sonic.
Lauren
Apparently.
Lauren might be a valedictorian, but when it comes to video games, she has two left thumbs. So I'll leave it at that.
That's rough.
And if we ever played games together, I might have been 4. So I probably didn't even have a fully functioning brain.
Yeah. You're just gonna take advantage of a 4-year-old like that, Lauren? That's crazy.
Yeah. Part of my most traumatic memories are from my sister. So
How dare you?
I know.
Can't even let you win as an infant. Jared didn't have fully developed hands yet.
No.
Yeah, so I was, and me and you were on the same mindset when we watched the ambulance trailer, because the trailer looks phenomenal. I mean, it looks really good. So I'm hoping that, I know earlier you made the comment that there's going to be a lot of action with not a lot of substance. I'm hoping that's not the case because it looks like there's some really cool like plot points from what I saw in the trailer, like the guys having a family and gets talked into doing this whole.
I'm sure we'll get like a little bit of character development, but it's kind of like Speed, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a sweet spot that a movie like Ambulance can go before it's too long. And I just hope it has that sweet spot because, like, let me look at how long the movie actually is before
My thing is that there's only so much growth you can have on a film that's however long it is, regardless. The movie itself takes place in probably a window, like an hour long window, right? Of them, kind of like Speed, where they're driving away or driving the bus for, I don't know, 30 minutes, and they extend that over the course of however long the movie is, an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever.
Yeah, so Ambulance is 2 hours and 16 minutes. So
fairly long.
I'm going to say that if you add in the heist and the ambulance and the closure, that I think that because Speed was 2 hours and I didn't feel like they were on the bus forever. So if it could mimic something like that, where I don't feel like, man, they've just been on this ambulance for so long and it's getting old.
Yeah.
Like as long as they can avoid that, I think the movie's going to be good. I think it's definitely just a blockbuster type film. Sure. I wouldn't go into it thinking you're about to get some like masterpiece of cinema magic. I think you're going to get Jake Gyllenhaal doing some cool stuff, some sweet chase scenes, some explosions, some cool action stuff, and that's what them. Well, at least that's what the movie's built for, right? It's like you should just know what you're getting when you go in, and I'm okay with that. Like sometimes I just want an action flick.
Sure. I don't think there's anything wrong with going into a movie theater, and especially if what it's built for is like an action flick, like sure, man, like turn your brain off for 2 hours and watch it. My big thing is the 2 hour 16 minutes seems maybe a little lengthy for this type of film. So I'm hoping that there's not a lot of like dead space. You know what I mean? Where they just kind of like irrelevant stuff they just kind of used to fill in.
I'm betting they're not in the ambulance until 30 minutes into the movie.
Sure. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable.
So,
Well, that's something to look forward to, though. If you guys get a chance to go watch Ambulance or Sonic, I want to hear from you. I'm sure Jarrett wants to hear from you too. Jarrett, we have socials.
we do have socials.
We have ways for people to contact or communicate with us on a regular basis.
The most regular basis.
So you want to run down a few of those, maybe?
Yeah, we got Instagram at Silence Your Cell Phones. We're on Facebook, subcategory podcast for Silence Your Cell Phones. The Silenced Phone on Twitter, but if you search Silence Your Cell Phones, we'll pop up. We have a Patreon.
We do.
Which we now have our first video up on Patreon. So
we do have that. I was going to say.
Time to go subscribe. We're trying to figure out what more to do for that, what other things we can fit in.
Yep.
We have a Gmail at Silence Your Cell Phone, no S. And then, if you know us, just hit us up on Facebook.
Yeah. Pretty easy to get a hold of.
Yeah.
You did that well, by the way. I put you on the spot with getting our socials out there, but that was good. It was strong.
I'm an improv machine.
Yeah. Some would say.
Yeah.
In some circles, Jared's known as the improv machine.
Yeah, that's true.
We should do an improv night.
What?
Yeah, we should go to like an improv comedy club and do an improv thing.
When do we have time?
I don't know.
I mean, I have to get you to a movie theater.
Look, man. Okay. First of all, I will be going to the movie theaters. I had 2 disc golf tournaments this week.
No, I'm not saying anything against you disc golfing, but you want to add improv.
Oh yeah. Well, that was just a one-time thing.
Already booked.
But we could do a video for our Patreon and it'll be sweet.
But that's got nothing to do with what we do.
Yeah, but it would still be sweet. That doesn't make it less sweet. It'd be good content. Because at the end of the day, what are we but content creators, Jared? Just in the movie sphere.
That's true. So we have a very sassy Lauren Lenekis.
Oh no!
Asking us about the 3rd Fantastic Beast movies, if it's going to be worth it or not.
Okay, I like this question. This is a good question.
So let me preface this for all you guys listening. I enjoy Harry Potter. I would not say I am like in the fandom, right? So there are people that like eat, sleep, breathe it. I'm sure they're excited. As someone who casually watches Harry Potter, I've read the books. The first Fantastic Beast, I enjoyed. The second Fantastic Beast, I did not enjoy. The third, I'll see because it's a Harry Potter movie. I really like Jude Law as Dumbledore. I hate they replaced Johnny Depp. But I forget the guy's name. The guy they replaced Johnny Depp with to be Grindelwald is still awesome though. Let me find his name.
Yeah, that whole Johnny Depp thing it infuriates me. So, but I get the frustration.
Yeah, and so it's like I'm all for Mads Mikkelsen. That guy. He's really good. So I'll see it. I'm not going to say I'm excited for it. But if you are Harry Potter fans, I would say definitely don't enjoy your fandom, right? Even if some people don't enjoy it, it could be what you really love because it expands the universe, which is all I really think Harry Potter needs. Honestly, if I could get some more like substance to what the world is and where it's not just been focused on Voldemort and Harry for forever, like I'm down.
Yeah, so I was a huge Harry Potter guy back in the day.
Yeah.
And I said to myself that I wouldn't watch the Fantastic Beast movies. Mads Mikkelsen. Okay.
Yeah.
I said that I would not watch the Fantastic Beast movies until I read it. I have not read it yet, so I haven't actually seen them. But I will say this. The third trailer it looks pretty fantastic. I mean, it looks really good to me. So
Yeah.
I think it might be like, I don't know. When's the last time you've seen any of the Harry Potter movies?
Oh,
It's been years, right?
yeah, it's been a long time.
From what I remember, like all the special effects in the trailer look way better than anything that was given to you in the Harry Potter films. It looks cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, it should. It's still got a Warner Brothers budget.
Yeah.
And I think they have a lot of.
Well, so did Space Jam, but.
I mean, the effects of Space Jam, I guess we're good.
The
CGI was good. So it'll have a big budget. I really like Jude Law. Like I won't say I stan him, but he's definitely one of those people that when I see it, I'll give a movie a chance just because he's in it, and him playing a young Dumbledore, I think is pretty cool. I think the biggest setback for Harry Potter is just J.K. Rowling never shuts up. So
yeah, it would be great
if she would just go away for forever.
Yeah,
I think Harry Potter.
Like you created this amazing universe, you really did, and I have nothing but respect for that. But like, stop saying things publicly. Just
I've never seen anyone try to self-sabotage so hard.
Yeah, it's actually not okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we catch flack for that. It is what it is.
I think we're definitely the majority. I mean, they didn't even invite her to the 25th Harry Potter reunion special.
Oh, really?
No, they just clipped some stuff from her from 2016 and played it as like as like a little video package while everyone else was there. So
yeah,
when you don't get invited to your own party.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's saying something.
Come on. It's not a good thing.
I'm not going to spell it out, but it's something, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, that's so that'll be something else to look forward to, I think. When does that come out? Next week? Week after? Do you know?
April 15th, so next Friday.
Yeah, so for all you Harry Potter fans out there, take a look. Let us know what you think. There is a movie coming up that I'm looking forward to.
And what is it?
Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. I prepared. Yes. I watched the What If episodes because I wanted to see what that was about.
Yeah.
And I am so excited for what this film could mean for future Marvel movies. The implications.
Yeah, I think it's everything.
I think that there might be a few important deaths in this movie. That's just speculation on my part, but I think it could happen.
Who do you think they're going to kill?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I think there could be a couple.
I don't think we'll get any significant deaths. I mean, I'm sure someone might die, but I don't think it's going to be a significant character.
No.
I think we're going to get more introductions.
More introductions?
Yeah, I think they're going to introduce more characters than
kill off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, I'm almost 100% positive we're getting a Patrick Stewart Professor Xavier.
Really?
Yes.
Dr. McDreamy?
No.
Is that who that is? Patrick Stewart?
No.
Which one's Patrick Stewart?
He's the original Professor X, the bald guy. He's also in Star Trek.
Oh, is he? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Picard.
Oh. Wait, who was I thinking of? Patrick Dempsey? Yeah. Dempsey, I think that's what I was thinking of. It is Dempsey. I was right. See, I know things. Okay. Patrick Stewart. Oh, that's weird. Never mind. We're not going to discuss that on the.
They're not nearly the same.
They're not the same. Both pretty good looking cats, though.
I guess both named Patrick.
All right. So Patrick Stewart, is he going to be in the film? Is that confirmed?
It's not confirmed, but when in the trailer, he goes, "There's something we need to tell him." I'm certain that's Patrick Stewart's voice with every fiber in my being. And Anthony, I haven't actually gotten to watch the new Thor trailer yet, but it is up, so I will have to watch it after this.
Oh yes, please.
I
Give me
would put
that.
I would put it up on the podcast, but we'll get censored. So
It's the same director from Ragnarok, right?
yeah, Taika Waititi,
Mm-hmm.
same guy in Free Guy.
That'll be sweet. Yeah, I know who he is. Sorry, I get
Well,
one
you
name
didn't know who
wrong, and all of
Patrick.
a sudden I don't
I
know
look,
who
dude. I'm
people
not saying that Patrick Stewart is knighted or anything, and you should know he is over some dude from Grey's Anatomy. But
Is
Patrick,
he knighted?
yes, he is Sir Patrick.
Then why didn't you call him Sir Patrick Stewart? Then I would have known exactly who you were
I don't
talking
think
about.
you would have.
I clearly would not have.
You still called him Dr. McDreamy.
Yeah, because I thought you were talking about Patrick Dempsey.
What? No.
Yeah, that's on me.
No. Yeah, it is. So my theory, if we get Patrick Stewart,
Mm-hmm.
then that sets up a group that was in the comics called the Illuminati, which means we'll probably get a Michael B. Jordan Black Panther
Nice.
in the same scene. Because I think that's who they're going to bring back as the new Black Panther.
Sick.
Like we're going to get, it's not going to be the same Killmonger or Michael B. Jordan from the original timeline. It'll probably be one that comes through the rift via Doctor Strange's messing with the multiverse,
Sure.
which I think is perfectly fine way to give us a new Black Panther, considering Chadwick Boseman
Passed away.
Yeah, so I think those are my two biggest predictions. I've also heard a ton of rumors like we're supposed to be getting like a Tom Cruise Iron Man cameo from one of the multiverses. This movie's going to be wild, like actually nuts.
Yeah, that'll be insane. They dropped tickets. I tried to get a couple of them, but my app wasn't working, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would love for them to introduce the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Those would be my two.
Was there an art? You're familiar with the comics. Was there a X-Men versus the Avengers?
Yeah.
Arc? I thought there was, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd ever. That's way down the line. There's a bunch of crazy galactic entities that have to be introduced for that to happen.
Yeah.
Whole lot of characters. But yeah, I'm interested to see Supreme Strange.
Yeah, that'll be neat.
Yeah.
That'll be I think it'll be another masterclass in acting from Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Especially scenes where they interact. And you get to see two different perspectives.
I think we're going to see like 3 different Doctor Stranges.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I think there's like Defender Strange that's supposed to make an appearance. We're supposed to get Supreme Strange. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
he's a talented actor. I'm a big Benedict Cumberbatch fan. So sorry, that's the name of his fan club. Did you know that? Did you know that's what they're called?
No.
Fans of Benedict Cumberbatch. That's what they're called.
I guess I'm one of them.
I am too. Anyways,
look.
Sorry about the Freudian slip
Anthony,
there.
If at some point during Doctor Strange, Chris Evans comes on screen and everyone thinks it's Captain America, but then he says "Flame on," I will actually scream like a little child in the theater.
Yeah. Let me catch Jessica Alba in this one too, as Invisigirl. Whoop, whoop. What? That was my Hollywood crush. Don't judge me.
Dude, all I can do is judge you.
You telling me you never, not once, had Jessica Alba in like your top 5 or whatever?
Oh, for sure.
Yes. So, I don't know. That was, when I was growing up, that was my Hollywood crush.
I don't think she acts anymore, though.
Yeah, I don't either. She got her bag and dipped.
I mean, she was around for a long time. I wouldn't say she dipped. She probably just...
She was pretty young when she stopped doing movies, though.
Was she?
Yeah, dude. She had to be like... What was the last movie you saw her in? Because for me, I think it might have been Fantastic Four or Good Luck, Chuck.
No, she did Into the Blue.
That was before. And the Blues before.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but let me see.
Let's look up her filmography.
05 Into the Blues when it was released.
Yeah, that was the same year as Fantastic Four.
Good Luck Chuck released that. 07. Good Luck Chuck.
She is in a movie called Trigger Warning.
Didn't watch it.
It's not out yet.
Oh.
She was in a movie last year. She was in Entourage.
Yeah, but like that was probably a cameo.
Yeah, I think a lot of these are smaller roles.
Yeah. Let's see.
She did a TV series in 2019 and 2020 called LA's Finest.
Yeah, but like, I mean, she's still fairly young. She's 40. So in 07,
right? But I mean,
that would have been 15 years ago. She'd have been 25 when she got out of the game.
Right, roughly. But she started acting in 94.
No, I'm not saying. Look, she's been around a while.
Right.
But in the prime of her life, she was just like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm a fan. I am also
apparently she has a natural baby product brand. Things that only Lauren Hubbard could tell us about. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren Hubbard.
It's like having a little Wikipedia.
Father Stew is a movie I'm looking forward to watching.
Yes.
Just because I'm a big fan of Mark Wahlberg. I think there was a couple other notable actors in it.
I would say Mel Gibson is somewhat notable.
Mel Gibson. Was there not one more? Maybe not.
Who's his mom? That would be the only other one, or his girlfriend.
I think it might have been his girlfriend. But that movie looks pretty sweet. It'll be interesting to see Mark Wahlberg, because this looks like it's going to require some really strong acting. Not that Mark Wahlberg isn't a strong actor. It's just that I don't think I've seen him play roles that are like this personally. So it'll be interesting to see. He plays essentially like an ex-con that becomes a pastor, preacher, a Catholic priest.
Yeah. My only concern about that movie is we're a week out and there's no reviews.
Yeah, so historically, for bad movies, what they do is they'll hold reviews until the last possible minute or release date, right?
Yeah, keep them close to the chest.
Yeah, so that's not great. Yeah, but on the other side of the coin, though, the unbearable weight of massive talent. I think that movie's going to. I think it's going to slap.
I think that's going to get Nicolas Cage a nomination.
It could very well get him a nom.
Yeah. I mean, Pedro Pascal is also on fire right now. He was the Mandalorian.
Nice.
Yeah. So everyone loves him. So I think that movie is going to be Tiffany Haddish too.
I was going to ask, is the chick from the 355 in this movie?
No.
No? Okay. I thought she might have been.
Never
mind.
Nope. It's Tiffany Haddish.
But that movie looks sweet. I think it's going to be a banger, and I'm super excited for it.
I think one of my most anticipated movie for this month is The Northman.
Yeah, I know you're really excited about that. And that's Willem Dafoe's in that, right?
Yeah, William Dafoe, Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, that trailer looked awesome.
Yeah, I think that is going to be insane.
I hope so. I actually, that's coming out April 22nd. So it's an artisan film. I did not know that. Maybe that's why it hasn't
Yes.
gotten a whole lot of like publicity. Because I feel
Def-
like it hasn't been like
no, I definitely don't. The only hype I see about it are the trailers in the movie
theaters,
theater.
and they look great. I mean,
Yeah.
they look awesome.
I mean, it might be the second best thing Nicole Kidman does in theaters besides tell us how magical of a place it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was funny because we were watching the Oscars and she got nominated
yeah,
for
for
something.
yeah, she was Lucy in Being the Ricardos.
Yeah, and I was like, has she done anything other than this one video? And is she going to get an Oscar for that? I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, she should.
But
I've
she's like,
been watching it for 2 years now.
yeah, I mean, it's become a meme, and it's
It
great.
is.
I love it.
It is a meme. That's probably the first time she's been in a movie theater in forever.
And look at her now getting Oscar nominations for being the Ricardos uh, and the Northman. So, but the acting, from what I saw in the trailer, it looks strong. I mean, everything looks strong in the film. My biggest concern with that is I hope it's not like a 3-hour dragger.
It is 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Okay. That is a good time, I think, for that film. Because I didn't want it to be like a long epic, just because they set the story up in the trailer, right? Like,
yeah.
son's dad gets killed. He leaves the country, gets raised in slavery or poverty or both, comes back kind of a badass and just ready to take over. So,
Yeah.
I just didn't want it to be like a long process of him going through each of the steps, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm also putting that one on my way too early Oscar predictions.
Could very well be.
I don't know for what, but I think someone sneaks out a nomination for that.
Yeah. So let's talk about a movie that I know you're excited for. I'm also pretty excited, but not as excited as you, because I know Top Gun is one of your favorite movies of all time.
Yes.
Arguably. Top Gun Maverick looks fantastic.
It really does.
The trailer released last week?
That's the second trailer released last week.
Right. Or
Yeah.
I guess it's like an extended trailer, whatever the case
Yeah.
is. It looks great. Super excited to see what they can do as far as special effects goes. Yeah, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm excited that this one's not centered around the Top Gun program, but like they're actually going to combat, which I think is going to be sick. I'm just excited to see the fights. Like, there's going to be so much more that you can do filming now. Watching actual like fighter jets do fighter jet stuff.
Yeah,
it's just going to be sick.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So there's a lot to look forward to, man.
It's stock full for the next couple months. Really, not really an off week.
Yeah, and I still haven't seen The Lost City, which I really want to watch.
It's good.
So that'll have to be something that I do here soon. So I've got a lot that I have to get done. Sonic, The Lost City. I'm going to rewatch the Doctor Strange film.
Yeah, I'm betting The Lost
prepare
City
for that.
Might already be out of theaters. Yeah, it's got like 3 showtimes. Yeah. But like, honestly, it's definitely one you could watch from home. Like, I don't think you lose anything except for like the theater experience. Sure. I guess it's not one I would say like, oh man, I missed it. Like Dune would be a movie that I would never want to watch.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, I will watch Dune from the comfort of my own home. Dune is a movie you have to watch in theaters to appreciate everything about it. The Lost City is not. It's just a cool rom-com.
Okay.
So
I like that.
If you don't get to it, I wouldn't.
Don't sweat it.
Yeah, you didn't lose much.
Yeah.
I can save you the time. You don't have to see Morbius in theaters. You don't have to see Morbius ever.
Yeah, not ever.
No, the movie was just bad. It's like Sony hasn't figured out that we're still not making superhero movies like it's 2000.
Right.
Like that movie is just as good as Nick Cage's Ghost Rider.
That's rough. Well, from what you were telling me though, and I remember you saying that the first 30 minutes were like fine.
Well, yeah, I watched like the first 30 minutes where he's like, he goes through his procedure and turns into this like vampire killer thing and he can't control it. And so it's like a little bit hoary. And then he gets back to his lab and he's like, oh, I can use echolocation. It's like a little training montage. And so like for like the first 30 minutes, I was like, dude, I don't know why everyone's dogging this movie so hard. And then at minute 31, I started to realize why everyone was dogging the movie so hard.
It just dropped off that bad.
Yeah, like the villain was awful. It was so predictable. Everything that happened in the movie you knew was going to happen. There was no surprise. The writing was dog meat. Tyrese Gibson, actually just atrocious. Like
stay in the Fast and the Furious franchise, brother.
Dude, and that like it's so much worse than him in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
That can't be true.
Like he just has lines in the movie that don't even make sense to me. Like he was like, Dr. Michael Morbius, your synthetic blood helped me save my arm in Afghanistan. And I was like, cool. Are we going to find out like any more about that? No, just something you say. And then he just stares a lot angrily.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then you could tell that they had recut and reshot that movie 175 different times before they finally put it on screen.
So we talked about, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was like, half the stuff that's in the trailer isn't in the movie, like ever.
I'm blurry. Wow,
yeah.
I'm blurry. Fix me. Hold on. We'll get this right. I'm still blurry.
You are a little blurry.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, Frank, he does call his echolocation bat radar. Because there's not a word for it. There's even a line in the movie where they're like, this guy has been like, it's a newscast and they're talking about him murdering people. And they're like, this murderer has now become known as bat murderer. And I was like,
that's clever.
You bat murderer?
Yeah, that's what they're going with. That's what they decided.
Like, just take a shot and call him Batman. Like, I think that's cute and funny. Like, if you just take underhand shots at your competition, sure. But it was just so bad. And it's not even Jared Leto's fault. He's going to go down as the captain of the ship that he was on, but he stood no chance from the time the script was handed to him.
That's tough.
Because, like, the people who wrote the script did Gods of Egypt, which is also a dumpster fire.
At what point do you stop getting chances?
I wish I could do the worst possible thing at my job and still get hired on. Still get hired.
Frank, does he say I'm vengeance?
He does not.
You're not vengeance. I'm vengeance.
Jesus. No, I'm Batman.
No, Batman.
Thank God that Morbius came out, so the Batman wouldn't be the worst superhero movie I saw this year.
You know, I will never understand these people, bro, because I still see it. I still see people saying that this is the best Batman they've ever seen. And thankfully, I found that guy on TikTok. I sent you that, right?
Yeah.
The TikTok video of the guy just bashing this movie. And it made me feel happy. It just made sense. Everything felt right in the universe at that moment.
Yeah, I just think Batman has a bunch of stans that no matter what they do,
it's going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah. And there's DC fans are like so desperate for a win.
Yeah.
Like they try so hard because now that Ezra Miller is out as the Flash.
Yeah.
There are 2 people from the original Justice League that still exist in
Jason Momoa
in Gal Gadot, Wonder
and Gal
Woman, and
Gadot.
Aquaman. There's
Yeah.
no more Cyborg. There's no Superman. There's no Flash. Ben Affleck is no longer Batman. So they are just trying so hard to
Yikes.
say that they're better than Marvel in any way, and it's just so wrong.
Yeah, that's tough. We were talking before, and I really liked your idea of when we discuss films that we don't think are that good, doing, and I don't know what you would call it. I don't know if it would be a separate segment, but just talking about ways that we would improve it personally. And it seemed like there was quite a few chances with this rough Morbius movie.
Dude, Morbius, it had a chance, like there was
It
a
had
couple
you in the first half, huh?
Yeah, well, like even then there was like a scene where a nurse is like walking down the hallway and you can tell she's being hunted by one of the vampires, right? And so we think it's Morbius because we haven't been introduced to the big bad.
Right.
Yeah. The Flashpoint. Not anymore. And so like this nurse is walking down the hallway and she hears something and you see like the effect they've been doing for Morbius when he travels. So like this like evaporating thing. And then the lights start flicker, like one at another. So like the back of the hallway is lit up and then it goes dark. And then the next segment of the hallway is lit up, then it goes dark. And so it's like this kind of like horror scene where she's getting like hunted, but you can't see what's hunting her, but the suspense is there. And so like that scene was really good. And I just wish the whole movie would have been like that.
Yeah.
Or
I think that's fair.
Just quit making what?
I was gonna say, when you say evaporate, do you mean like Nightcrawler?
Yeah, kind of.
Is that a thing that he does?
It's like superhuman speed. I don't really know what his powers are. They just keep adding shit that he can do throughout the movie. Like sometimes he can fly, sometimes he teleports. I don't really know how he gets around. So I was just going with it at that point. But I also hated that throughout the entire movie, he's like, I'm not going to be the bad guy. Like he's trying to find a cure for himself because he doesn't want to kill innocent people for their blood. And he's like, I'm going to be a good guy. And that's the entire movie.
Yeah.
And then in the post-credit scenes, he gets approached by Michael Keaton's Vulture. And Michael Keaton's like, yeah, let's make it a team to go do bad guy shit. And he's like, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just kind of did a full 180 on
Yeah,
us.
like in 30 seconds, your whole character.
Well, if Michael Keaton approached me, like I'm probably not going to say no either.
Yeah.
In all fairness. And Frank, the Flashpoint was a sweet animated film.
Well, they were supposed to make a live action movie.
Yeah, well, rip to that. That's probably not ever going to happen.
Or is it actually just the Reverse Flash trying to sabotage Ezra Miller's success as the regular Flash?
Maybe that's what it is. The world may never know.
We are not going to know.
Yeah, but the animated DC universe was sweet. I enjoyed watching all of those films.
They just need to keep
to they should do, and that's the thing. Like if that's your lane, dude, rock it.
Yeah, but the problem is they're making a ton of money. Like Batman's making like $300 million.
Yeah,
which isn't anywhere close to the $1 billion Spider-Man made. But can you really quantify how good something is by the amount of money it makes?
You can, and you should.
Well,
absolutely.
Well,
you should absolutely do that.
Well,
so. That's how you measure any successful business.
That's true.
It just makes sense.
That's true. Speaking of someone I want to see more of, especially on the big screen.
Facts, Frank.
It's Moon Knight.
Oh, dude. I watched the first episode and I had heard that when people said Oscar Isaac, it is a master class in acting, right? I didn't know what to expect. Well, I watched episode 1 and I was absolutely blown away. I mean, it was sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the next episode, and I don't want to spoil it because it is
Oh
such a new
no.
show.
Yeah.
Um, but the premise is awesome. I knew nothing of Moon Knight before, so I don't have anything like to preface it with as far as the information goes. Um, but what I saw in episode 1 was like super cool, and it was super well done and super well shot, which is I think equally as important for a TV show to be considered good.
Yeah. I actually watched the second episode before the podcast because I was
Yeah,
waiting for you to get back from your
disc golf.
league round.
Yeah,
And episode 2 is way better than episode 1.
really.
Yeah, you get a lot more Oscar Isaac talking to Oscar Isaac.
I love it. That bathroom scene in the first one was
yeah,
so sweet.
Yeah, and so that happens a lot. Like every reflection, he starts having like conversations with himself. And it's just really cool. Like I can't imagine how hard it would be to have the only dialogue in multiple scenes be you talking to yourself as two different characters.
Yeah.
I just think that's super awesome. I think Ethan Hawke's been really great in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I know Frank's a big Moon Knight fan, and I didn't read the comics or anything. He's one of the superheroes I don't know much about, but he's super cool. And
Is
so
he a superhero or an anti-hero?
probably an anti-hero.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But for clarification.
He's definitely not the guy you're putting on the Wheaties box.
Right.
But he's definitely a dude you call up when you have to get shit done.
Yeah, seems like
yeah.
he's the guy.
Yeah, he's very much one of the better comparisons would be he's like Marvel's attempt at Batman.
Right.
As far as like
sort of darker.
Yeah, as far as his stance on justice and everything.
Yeah.
But he's got I like him as a character better than I like Bruce Wayne.
Sure.
Like I think his personality is a lot more, and he's just got some funny one-liners. Like he's just a savage. I started reading some of his panels from comic books, and he's just a funny ass. He's just a smart ass.
People call him Marvel's Batman. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So and a lot of people don't know this about me. So I did say earlier that my degree's in history. I actually wanted to become an Egyptologist.
Yeah.
And so the like origin for episode 1 to me was super awesome because I love Egyptian history.
Yeah.
And you get that aspect of it. And I had no idea that was like the basis for everything going on.
Yeah.
So to me, that was probably the coolest part. Because usually if it has anything to do with like Egyptian history, I've like seen it or read it or watched it or whatever.
I too have seen The Mummy.
Yeah, that counts.
It does.
But yeah, I didn't know going in, and I'm super glad because it was great. It was fantastic. Oscar Isaac is a gem.
Oh, he's so good.
Like just a strong actor. And we got to see, like, obviously everybody's like seeing like Dune, and he was really great in Dune. Yes. But you get to see him like really act. Not saying you didn't see it in Dune, but like it's a different type of acting. I think you get to see his range here. And to me, that's the fascinating part. So, super sweet to see this TV show.
Yeah, I'm so glad that he's getting to wash the taste out of our mouth of him being Poe Dameron in the Disney universe.
Who?
In the new Star Wars movies, he's Poe Dameron.
Yeah, I didn't watch the last 2. The first,
good.
Yeah, the first one of the new trilogy was so bad. I was just like, I'm not about it.
Yeah,
I was just not a fan.
I'm trying to remember. He's in a movie. Let me find his filmography. He's in a movie where he plays a Jewish guy, and it's in World War II. And they go to Argentina to find some uh, Nazi officer that's fled,
Yeah.
and their whole thing is to kidnap him and bring him back to Israel so he can be tried for war crimes that he committed under Hitler's regime.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's like when they get to Argentina, the town he's living in is like all Nazi loyalists
Oh no.
that fled, and so they have to be super stealthy. It was a super good movie.
Wait, I actually think that might have been a question on Movie Trivia Schmodown, and you answered it correctly. And because I remember us having this, at least a similar conversation.
Oh yeah, we might have.
Do you have the movie title?
I'm trying to find what it was. Was it?
It wasn't that bad.
No, but it wasn't that.
Frank said
Operation Finale.
Oh, Frank said he wasn't that bad even. He was great for the script he was given.
I mean, I liked Poe Dameron. He's my favorite part, but
well, he's a strong actor regardless.
Yeah,
I mean, you hand him a script.
Those movies are still trash.
Yeah.
Like, even if he's the best part, like, shiny shit is still shit. It's like being the tallest midget in the circus.
Yeah. I really like your analogy there. It was good.
I do what I can. Frank, we need to get you on the show.
Actually.
Yeah, you have some hot takes.
Frank, you should come on the show. And with that being said, I will not be here next week. I have a disc golf tournament in Nashville. So maybe we can get Frank on for an episode and we can talk about Bionicle because I know he's
man, I could just
I've never heard. Yeah,
I could just let him go.
Literal hours he could speak about Bionicle. It's crazy. I've never known anybody know the lore of anything like Frank knows Bionicle. It's actually insane.
It is. I only wish I was a fan of something
well enough that you could do that. Yeah,
that much.
I agree.
It is mind-blowing.
Fascinating. But yeah, I won't be here next week. Unfortunately, I will be in Nashville. I'll get to see my sister and my brother. And I have a big disc golf tournament. And the Braves lost their first game of the season, so now I'm sad.
Woo!
So
I bet the Dodgers win.
Frank said he's game. Look at that. That's awesome.
Frank, you act like we have a ton of viewers to sit here.
Well, that's fine. We'll get them.
No, he's saying that he wouldn't subject our viewers to listening to them talk about Bionicle.
Oh.
Or you could bring the Bionicle fans to us.
Yeah, but Frank's a little cutie, man. We'll get some fans.
Frank's the hero of our story.
He's always the hero of our
People
story.
don't know it, but Frank is the hero.
The hero you didn't know you needed.
That's true.
Frank, in a nutshell.
Frank, I actually saw a guy at the Morbius showing that had an Appa hat from Avatar.
Heck yeah.
I dead ass thought it was you for a minute because not that many people wear Avatar things.
Avatar was sweet. Cool
no, but like Frank has like a shirt for every day of the week.
Oh,
like Frank is a diehard Avatar guy, and so when I saw the dude wearing the hat, I was like, "There's only like a few people in Birmingham, that like Avatar that much."
Sure, that makes sense.
It wasn't Frank.
Is that a Hunter x Hunter shirt you're wearing, or is that?
No, it's Rengoku.
Oh, sick! Demon Slayer, love that.
Yeah,
rip, gone too soon.
Yeah, an hour and a half.
Yikes. He was a dope Hashira though. Anyways, so yeah, next week we might have Frank on. I know Jarrett's wanting to do might see Jarrett do a solo show.
I'll do one
at this point.
I promise you guys that, but I don't know how long it'll be. Talking to yourself seems hard in a not schizo way.
Yeah. Did you say that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it was like Moon Knight, right?
Sure. I probably wouldn't wear an opera hat unless it was a beanie. Fair enough.
Sure, it was not a beanie.
Oh, rip.
It had ears though.
That's adorbs. Totes adorbs.
Maybe.
Yeah. That being said, though, I'm good for this episode, Jared. I don't know if there's anything else you want to discuss or talk about. Get ready for.
No, I mean we pretty much covered this month in movies. I know I gotta see Sonic and Ambulance this week. So
I'll probably do a Top Gun watch before that comes out as well.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, so I'll probably do that. Netflix actually came out with a bunch of bangers.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have seen the list. They tweeted it out not too long ago, and it looked pretty sweet. So
I know stuff. There's a couple movies that they're supposed to be doing. I know one of them's kind of getting delayed. A lot of actors have pulled out of a Will Smith movie that's supposed to be on Netflix. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, the last Netflix movie Will Smith did was Bright. That wasn't great.
God, dude, that movie
had a great soundtrack. Actually,
the soundtrack was Thank You Bastille because
Thank You Logic. Thank You Bastille. It was a sweet soundtrack.
That soundtrack was way better than that movie deserved a soundtrack to be.
Yeah. It was like when they say Phil Collins didn't have to go so hard for Tarzan. It was kind of like that.
Well, yeah, but I think they actually had to go that hard for Bright because Tarzan could have survived with a very mediocre soundtrack.
Yeah.
Bright could not have. Well, it didn't survive, but
it really did.
Without a cool soundtrack, that movie had absolutely nothing. They needed it really bad.
So yeah, Jared, if you would like to do the honors and sign us off, guys, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you for staying up with us.
Appreciate it.
I will see you next week. I don't know who will be with me or if I'll just be rocking solo. But until then.